There's my 94 mk3 Golf. Right now it's sitting on speedline wheels off a Corrado. It also has Corrado front brakes and rotors. Upgraded to the front now has stainless steel lines right now. Eventually we'll do the back. But I wanted to kind of document my 1.8 swap in here. Maybe it might help someone, maybe not, but at least I have it documented. It's out of a 2004 A4. No internals have been upgraded as of yet. So it's a drive-by-wire. You can see here with the throttle body. I'm not using the map sensor. The map sensor hasn't been working for me. It's currently unplugged and the car's running fine. So it's right now working off the map sensor, as you can see I have mounted here. It's currently also on the stop diverter valve that you can, let me see if I can get some light here. See the stock diverter valve down there. Turbo is a Rev 9 kit off of eBay, including the exhaust manifold. I wanted a top mount and eventually be upgraded possibly to the Garrett 3071. It's a custom downpipe. You can see I welded it myself, so it's not that great looking, but right now it's functional. Upgraded, not really an upgrade, but I put an inline coolant cap. I can get rid of the coolant bottle. This is my new overflow that's mounted to the intake manifold there by a little bracket. I squeeze in the hose a little bit, but the coolant flows. This goes, to the coolant housing. It goes back up to the heater core. Now I don't have the AC hooked up currently. Well, it's not, I don't have that set up right now. Might eventually put it back on because it's hot here in Georgia. It's O2J tranny. I'm eventually gonna swap out the tower for O2. It's an O2A tranny. I would eventually gonna swap out to the O2J tower and shift cables. It has a little eBay oil catch can, and right next to that you can see the manual boost gauge there. I have put in a manual, a remote mounted oil filter housing, mainly because when I had the original oil filter on the housing, it was hitting the front frame there where the engine mount bolts to, and I would have to drop that frame every time I would have to change the oil filter. I also got rid of the original fan here, and I have two slim fans hooked up there. One there, one over there, as you can see. Has the oil cooler mounted here in the front, right behind the grill. and the intercooler on the bottom. I welded these on these brackets here, so the intercooler has something to sit on too. Besides those little bits, everything pretty much is the same. You drop it 1.8 in here. I super glue that in there. One IE makes a great one for in there, but that's just a 10mm fitting in there. I also have one down on the top of the oil cooler. It's what comes right up to the cash can. As far as the wiring goes, that's all custom. Basically, I took all the harness and I made my own, which all comes up here to this one bundle and comes into the car up in the rain tray. That goes out over here into the back of the glove box where the ECU is mounted. The wiring you see here coming in from the passenger fender is for my wideband O2. And then going back this way is the part of the wiring that has to be tapped into the fuse box, which goes down through there. So also the wiring for the headlights, the horn, all that stuff comes up on the fender here. Goes through the little drain hole back into the rain tray and down with the rest of the wiring. I was gonna clean it up a little bit more, but probably a little later on I'll probably do that. It has a new speed sway bar up here. That's basically it for the engine. I have here is, you see on the top of the oil cooler, on the top of the oil housing there, is the sensor for the oil pressure. Right next to that, you'll see right there is the high pressure sensor. On the oil, remote oil housing over here is the low pressure one, comes out there. Besides that, everything else is basic. I have the line for the oil line for the turbo goes under the intake manifold here, goes down to the top of the housing, and that's it coming up there on the top. It's hard to see or show you the drain line, but